So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Each Adventure channel. My name is Josh, and I'm on my way to work right now. It's a little commuting vlog. No off-road today, unless I feel so inclined to find some dirt on my way to work. But we'll see. We'll see. So, anyways, had a topic for today. There was a bit of an uproar in the YouTube community. So, if you don't have a channel and you just casually watch YouTube, you might not be aware of what's going on. But for those of us that have smaller channels, a lot of us really know what's going on. So basically, it kind of boils down to this. So last week, YouTube decided to make a policy change to their YouTube Partner Program. And the YouTube Partner Program is essentially what allows you to monetize your videos. So without being part of the YouTube Partner Program, you can't monetize your videos, which basically means you can't run ads on them and you can't make money off of them. So this all kind of stems from that Logan Paul video that was all over the news a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to get into the details of the video. I think that guy and his brother Jake Paul are freaking idiots. It's always that scenario, right? It's a couple people that ruin it for everybody. But part of the change doesn't really stem from them. So here's kind of my thoughts on the whole thing. Go to 60. So the previous threshold for the YouTube Partner Program, in order to join, you needed to have basically 10,000 channel views. So as soon as you had 10,000 channel views, you were able to monetize your video. You could join the Partner Program, you fill out some forms or whatever, and you can start putting ads on your video. Now, for someone that doesn't have any views and has a brand new channel, 10,000 views might sound like a lot. But really, kind of in the grand scheme of things, if you have a video that does really well, given the millions and millions of people that watch YouTube, 10,000 views isn't very much. So part of this latest YouTube change is to kind of help combat spam channels and fly-by-night channels. And this is exactly what happened. So take, for instance, there's a video that all of a sudden goes viral, right? So say it's like the latest cat video. Somebody posts, some super popular cat video for whatever reason, and that video goes viral. So what happens is there's either A, copycat videos, no pun intended, that people put out similar videos, and because of YouTube's algorithms and stuff like that, those videos get picked up, and people that threw that up there can make a quick buck. So that's number one. They don't have any intention of running a channel where you're trying to bring in viewers, you're trying to bring in subscribers, you're trying to establish a relationship with an audience. They have no intention of doing that. They're just putting stuff out there because maybe they can make a quick dollar. But the far worse scenario is that people just downright rip off the video. And so what they'll do is they'll rip the video off of YouTube, and then they'll re-upload it as their own. And you see this all the time. Like, I can't count the amount of times where I've looked for, let's take, for example, the Star Wars trailer, right? There's only one official Star Wars trailer that you can watch, typically. Typically only one place carries it. So you get, all of a sudden there's 50 channels with the same Star Wars trailer. Like, that just brings down the quality of the YouTube experience. Because then you're like, well, which one do I click? I don't know. It sucks, especially for the original content creator. It's worse, when it's just one guy. Under YouTube's new policy change, you have to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours of watch time within a year. So 1,000 subscribers minimum, and then your channel has to kind of uphold 4,000 hours worth of watch time. Now, I have the later. I have probably about 6,000 or 7,000 hours of watch time over the last year, which I think is pretty good, for a brand new channel. But we're about 250 subscribers short of that threshold. And at first I was like, man, like that sucked, and I was kind of bummed. And there's a lot of more established YouTubers that are a little bit more upset about the change than I am. But you know what? To be honest, like I'm not mad about it. Like I had to kind of think about some of the reasons why they're doing it, which was, some of the reasons that I just talked about. And if it kind of helps make the whole ecosystem better, there's been a lot of controversy on YouTube over the last year. There was the whole advertiser thing last year. They have the whole not suitable for all advertisers garbage that's still going on. And, while all those things suck, and while most of them, aren't much fun, it's growing pains of YouTube. Like, YouTube's in a very, very hard place right now. It's not easy to do what YouTube does. It's very difficult to do what YouTube does. I work for a fairly large tech company. It doesn't play in the same space as like YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, but it's a fairly large company. To do not only what Google does, but to do what YouTube does with videos and processing them all, and having these algorithms in place to try to suggest things for people, and at the scale they do it, at the millions and millions of videos that are uploaded every single day, it's very hard. So I don't blame them when things don't go right. I wish they went right. Maybe a little bit more testing, or I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, but man, I wanted to go slow, but this is a little too slow for my tastes here. A little too slow for my tastes. For the longest time, YouTube's just been a free-for-all. You can upload whatever the heck you want, and there was no consequences. There was no remorse for it. And, that unfortunately kind of led us to the situation that we're at now. I do think, within reason, creators should be able to upload whatever they want. For example, like if I wanted to change the style of my channel and just start, dropping F-bombs and stuff while I'm riding, like, I don't see the harm in that. It's not for everybody, but I don't see the harm in that. But when there's more controversial stuff that happens, like this whole Logan Paul thing, like, that's just not, I don't even know what to think about that, to be honest. Like, it's just not, it's not okay. Like that guy deserves to be kicked off of YouTube. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, it's a fine line. And a lot of bigger moto vloggers and vlogging channels have kind of made videos talking about this topic. And surprisingly, a lot of them are kind of on board. There are some that aren't, but there are a few that are. Probably the best thing that I've heard from anyone was from a shade tree surgeon. He basically said that YouTube's not a democracy. Like, we don't get to vote on what their business model is. They'll listen to suggestions and stuff from subscribers, but ultimately they got to do what's best for YouTube. They got to do what's best for the people that are keeping the lights on at YouTube, and that's the advertisers. Like, it sucks, but that's just kind of the way it is. Like, I get the need for these changes from a business perspective, and as much as it sucks for creators, like, in the long term, if they want to have a sustainable platform that advertisers will continue to put money into, changes unfortunately are necessary. Because without the advertisers, like, I'm sorry, but there'd be no YouTube. It's not cheap to do what they do. Like, even though Google runs their own cloud infrastructure, like cloud processing and cloud computing and all the other back-end stuff that makes YouTube work is not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, but yeah, wow, you gotta love this traffic, man. It's Friday. It's usually not like this. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, but I kind of wanted to talk about it since I am affected by it. As of February 20th or whatever the date was, my videos can't be monetized anymore unless by some miracle we can get to 1,000 subscribers by then. But I usually only average about 50 new subscribers a month, so it is what it is. I'm not upset about it. I've said it before. Like, I'm not trying to make myself a professional YouTuber. I'm not really in this for the money, even though the money's nice. I use it for bike parts and gear and stuff. But it's a really small amount. You know what I mean? So while it's kind of a bummer, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, if it makes YouTube a better place in the long run and kind of gets rid of some of this garbage that goes on, I'm all in. I do want to say a huge thanks to some of my subscribers and some of my followers on Instagram. You know, you guys are awesome. I posted a picture of the notice, and I had a lot of responses both on Facebook and on Instagram. You know, just talking about how, you know, a lot of people felt really bad for me, and I really appreciate that. I got a lot of suggestions. Some people suggested Patreon. Some people suggested doing affiliate links, and I think at some point, you know, I'll probably explore those options. You know, if I ever get to that amount of subscribers and that amount of views, you know, where I think something like that would be worth it. But that's really cool. You know, thank you guys so much. Like, I really appreciate the suggestions. It's really awesome to see some people come out and support the channel and kind of make recommendations and stuff like that. So thank you. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about, you know, kind of what was going on. I'm definitely not going to let this stop me. If anything, it's more motivation to get to that 100,000. Yeah, 100,000. It's more motivation to get to that 1,000 mark. And in worst case scenario, it's a couple months. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. If you're new here, please subscribe. This isn't normal off-road adventure stuff, but if you've been here a while, you know we do this from time to time. This is my new commute route to work. This is actually my first time commuting in my new job here on the bike. But as always, guys, be sure to have fun, take care, and ride safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, make sure you get out there and have adventures of your own. And I will see you guys next time. Later!